My name is Marguerite Burke and I manage SBIR Ireland, that's Small Business Innovation Research within Enterprise Ireland. The goal of SBIR is to drive innovation across the public sector. There's two key facets to SBIR. So firstly, it's all about benefiting the citizen, and secondly, it's all about addressing an unmet need. If I'm a public sector buyer and I have a problem and there's a solution already out there on the market, I can go and buy it. But where SBIR comes in is where there is an element of research and development needed. So the public sector buyers come to us in SBIR Ireland with their challenges. We help them frame them and issue them to the market via e-tenders. Each challenge is structured in two phases. So phase one is a technical feasibility study. So essentially it enables a company, if they're awarded a phase one contract, to understand the problem in greater detail and get to know the relevant stakeholders, so that at the end of phase one they're able to tell us what their proposed solution is to solve that problem. So phase two is longer in duration. The companies get more money and it's all about them developing their prototypes so that they can test them in the market. At the end of phase two, the company should have a viable prototype which they can then sell into the public sector and private sector and leverage that reference site to grow their businesses internationally. Our first challenge was our cycling challenge with Dublin City Council in 2015. There was a number of barriers to people cycling, including safety, which was a big one. So they really wanted to look at innovative solutions, to help increase cycling.
So when we traditionally procure, we specify what we think the solution is, and it's already decided the direction that we go. The SBIR is completely different in terms of we put a challenge to the market, not knowing what the range of solutions might be. So it gives innovators, startups, tech companies an opportunity to rethink what the solution is based on maybe new technology trends. And it gives us a really rich kind of selection of ideas and concepts that we would never have got from a traditional procurement process. So in this case, we looked at, how can we promote more sustainable transport, get more people cycling in the city. We were able to bring on board a whole network of cycling enthusiasts who are quite frustrated with the quality of infrastructure. Bicycle theft is a big issue, and safety. With no shortage of volunteers, we've about 500 cyclists test the Smart Bike Light. And we had schools and local communities test the Smart Bell, which was a way to audit local cycling infrastructure for schools and local communities. We're now working with these companies to look at how you might sell these services, to a city, and how we can create value back to cyclists. And I think when people see that, this is a process that solves real problems, helps public sector staff to kind of feel good about their jobs and do something that makes a difference. And at the same time, it's creating massive new job opportunities for local companies and startups and entrepreneurs, something which I think is really important that we promote more of. It's been amazingly successful, and it's been inspirational from a Dublin City Council perspective, from a Smart Dublin perspective, and I think it's something that's really the way that public sector needs to think about how we engage and solve problems.